Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Huge shout out to Greg over at Backyard Bassin. He sent me a care package, entered in a giveaway, and I ended up winning. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what he sent me, and we're also going to take a look at this. So first and foremost, let's talk about the things that I'm really excited about that are in this box. Some jigs and some terminal tackle. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that company, Moccasin Lures. Something that Greg has been talking about quite a bit on his channel, and I've got to say my initial impressions after opening these up and looking at these are pretty awesome. I've got some flipping jigs here, I've got some swim jigs, and I've got some terminal tackle. So these are Arky style heads, all right? Triangular shaped heads. These things are like ready to fish right out of the package. That is a stout hook. There's no doubt about that. That weed guard is trimmed to the barb of that hook, like to the millimeter. The skirt on that, that's a super premium skirt, black and blue. And that line tie, that's like a 30-degree line tie, I think. That thing is going to do some great things. That's gonna prevent you from getting hung up. This is a flipping jig. I don't do a ton of flipping. That's something that I'm gonna work on next year, flipping from the kayak. Flipping from the bank's a little tough. But I'm still really excited to throw these. And can you guys see those? You see those rattles, right? Those rattles are awesome. They're not back here. They're not in the collar. They're not gonna mess up with my hookup ratio. And they actually add, like, you know, a silhouette to the jig. So I can only imagine what that's gonna look like once a trailer's on there. Taking a look at the weed guard, or not the weed guard, the trailer keeper. Yeah, that's a good quality trailer keeper as well. So it sent me a couple in black and blue, awesome. Sent me this color, which I like a lot. This is called Crawdaddy. It's like a dark green, pumpkin, orange. All of these flipping jigs have the rattles on them. Really excited about that color. And taking a look at some of these swim jigs as well, right? So this is a 3/8 ounce swim jig in bluegill. Really good color skirt. I mean, that is up there like with 6 cents. Again, super stout hook. Weed guard is trimmed to that barb, like on the millimeter. Great bait keeper on there. And it's got a keeled head. You know what I mean? So it's gonna help plane and help keep this bait where it needs to be. So that's the bluegill color. This is the chartreuse shiner. That's sexy. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to start throwing that during the pre-spawn. That thing is going to get smashed. But really excited. I've never used Moccasin Lures before. Oh, let's talk about terminal tackle, right? So they sent me something called a bed head, and it's pretty cool. It's basically a shaky head. This is what they look like. All right? It's a screw lock shaky head with a rattle. So there you go. There's your rattle right there. One of the coolest things about it, it's got a flat bottom. Yeah. What do you want to put on there? You want to put a swim bait on there? You want to put a fluke on there? You want to put a creature on there? You want to put a craw on there? Yeah, pound it. You name it, you can put it on there. You want to put a little creeper trash fish bluegill on there? Go for it. Really excited about these. But Moccasin Lures, I think it's worth it to check them out. I know I'm gonna be. And Greg, thanks a lot, man. Really, really appreciate it. Talk to you guys a little bit about the contents of this box. I have no affiliation with Lucky Tackle Box. I do not have a subscription to Lucky Tackle Box. I have a subscription to Monster Bass. My initial reactions to this, yeah, it's okay. There's some cool baits in here, stuff that I would use, right? Some good finesse worms. It's like a 4 or 5 inch like millipede. There's a nice bluegill popper in there. There's an interesting color pattern deep diving crankbait in there. There's a little baby shad profile wake bait in there. That looks like it's gonna get munched. And there are some size 4 round bend treble hooks. I'm a little confused because the size 4 round bend treble hooks are too big for any of these baits. And the other thing I'm a little confused about, like if I love one of these baits, how do I get a new one? If I lose it, I can't replace it. So I'm a little confused about that. Regardless, I'm a tackle hoarder, just like we all are. So this stuff's gonna get used, it's gonna get fished, but yeah, I love them. I like the baits. I appreciate taking a stab at using new tackle whenever I possibly can. I'm not gonna be changing my subscription though, but ultimately, I couldn't be more pumped. Thanks Backyard Bassin once again. Thanks Moccasin Lures for supporting him. That way I could get some of your stuff into my hands. And looking forward to bending some rods and stretching some lines with these. Thanks for watching. See ya.